Learning to read and write circle equations. We're going to focus also on step-by-step practice problems. Uh, so let me introduce you to the equation of circles. We're going to learn to identify the center and radius from an equation. So a quick definition, a circle is all points it's all points the same distance from a center. So a circle is all points that is the same distance from the center. And this can be represented very precisely through algebraic equations. And I'm going to show you exactly how that works. Okay. So let me give you the equation of a circle, and don't worry, you don't have to memorize this explicitly. You don't have to work to memorize it. What we're going to do is we're going to work enough problems that this becomes a part of your being. And what we have here is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay, so the h and the k are the center of a circle. And your r is your radius of a circle. So if we're given a circle, we would have h and k, and at a fixed distance from that circle, this isn't going to be perfect, it's not perfect, but I think we understand what we mean. Let's start with the circle. We're given a center, which is h and k, and you're given a radius, which is going to be the fixed distance, that same distance all the way around, and you're given this equation. All right, so that's the intro. Everything comes from this equation. Let's work through some practice problems so you can see how that works. Okay, problem number 1. So we're given this problem, x minus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 9. I'm going to walk you through this, and what we're trying to do is identify the center and the radius. Okay, so when we see x minus 4, this is telling us that our x minus 4 and our y plus 2 is giving us our center. So let's start there. Center. All right, when working with circles, what happens is that whatever sign you see is actually reverse. And also the one with the x is your first one. So when we see x minus 4, our first point in our center is not -4, but it is +4. And when we see the second one, the opposite happens. We see +2, that means our center is at -2. All right, so that's our center. And our radius is given, this equals our radius squared. So that means we take 9 and take the root of 9 to get the radius. So our radius is 3. All right, so you'll see that this group comes over to here, and this comes over to here with the sign flipped. And now our radius is simply whatever constant we have and take the root of it. All right, that's that problem. Let's do another. All right, here's another circle equation in standard form, and I beg of you, do this one first before I do it. Okay, so let's work through this. So here we're going to find our center, and we're given our center from this grouping here. And that's telling us if we have +1, we do the opposite, so we have -1. And then we're given our other point from here. We're given -5 up here, so it's going to be +5. So there's our center, -1 and 5. Now, for our radius, we have to take what we have here, and we have to take the square root of it. So our radius is 4. The square root of 16 is 4. So that's how you do that. Let's go the other way. Let me give you the center and radius, and then you're going to write the equation. Okay, there's your center of your circle and the radius of your circle. Go ahead and write that in standard form. All right, I'm going to take a moment to rewrite standard form here. And standard form is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So let's go ahead and plug those in and rewrite it. So x, we're given +2, so it must be x minus 2 squared plus y, and we're given -3, so it must be y plus 3 squared equals the radius squared. Well, our radius is 5, so what we do is we put 5 squared, or more accurately, we go ahead and square 5 and we put 25. So given the center and the radius, we found that this is the equation. Let's do that again. All right, here we go. We're given the center and the radius of a circle. Let's find the equation of it. All right, so we know we're going to have x, and what is our first term here? X, okay, -4. So that must mean we need to put a +4 here. We flip that sign, it's squared, and we add it to y. What do we have here? 1, so it must be -1 in the equation, squared, equals the radius squared. What is 2 squared? It is 4. All right, so that's a set of 4 practice problems, and the next video I do on circles will be on completing the square. If you found something useful from this video, please like, comment, or subscribe.